Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Every Day series. Today I am so excited to try out this Natasha Denona Transformatte Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation. So I got this in my June 2021 Boxycharm Premium Box, which if you have not seen that unboxing yet, I'll have that video linked in the description down below. This sounds so interesting. And I am still not over the fact that we get Natasha Denona in Boxycharm. I just remember watching YouTube years ago and seeing YouTubers raving about Natasha Denona products, and they're so expensive that I was like, oh, I wish I could try those out, but I'll never spend the money on them. But now I've gotten to try out a few different eyeshadow palettes and products from Natasha Denona that I've gotten in Boxycharm for such a great deal. So this foundation has a retail value of $45. I got this in the shade Light Warm 24W. It comes in 35 shades. I saw that you can get it at Sephora. I really don't know how this shade is going to be for me. Hopefully it matches me well enough. So this says that it's a medium to full coverage modern matte liquid luxe foundation that blurs pores, smooths uneven texture, and protects your skin from environmental damage. So that sounds really great to me. I struggle with large pores. That's one of my main skin concerns. So I am so hopeful that this will really help me. So I definitely have large pores, especially along my cheeks and my nose, but pretty much like the center of my face. And I actually just washed my face. I didn't put on any primer. I didn't do any skincare because I just want to see how this performs completely on its own. But my skin is definitely textured and dry, especially on my chin. So I feel like I'm going to really be able to test out the claims of this because of everything I have going on right now. So I do like that it's in the kind of squeezy tube packaging, but it still has a pump. So pump, just do one onto the back of my hand. Oh, that is a lot more runny, liquidy than I was expecting. So the instructions say to use a sponge or a brush, which using a dampened makeup sponge, this one here, is my preferred method that I use every day. But before I actually do that, let's just see how it is with my finger. Wow, it is a very thin formula. If you wanted to use your finger, it actually blends pretty nicely. And already I'm noticing some good coverage, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up my dampened sponge. I don't really feel like a little is going to go a long way. I feel like I'm going to need a lot of pumps, but we'll see. Also, I feel like I'm noticing a fragrance to it. It smells kind of like floral. I'm also just going to put this on one half of my face to start so that we can really compare how it looks. Yeah, I just picked up the last of what's on the back of my hand, and this is barely enough to do half of my face. So barely enough to do a quarter of my face with one pump. But wow, it's very thin and lightweight. I actually love this color for me right now. My skin is kind of in between, like a tan. So this is actually like a perfect shade for where my skin is right now. But actually I am noticing some pore minimizing on my cheeks and my nose, so that is exciting. So I just did a whole nother pump on the back of my hand to finish off this half of my face. But definitely good coverage. You can see as I'm applying it to my forehead here. And I really do like a full coverage, or at least a medium to full coverage product, but especially when it's so lightweight like this. So just really going back over the cheek where I have the large pores and the discoloration. It's doing such a good job of covering all of that up. So look at what I'm like before versus after. Wow. So this is a very impressive difference. Before, after. The coverage is very impressive, but I'm just so impressed by how good and skin-like and lightweight it looks on my skin for how full coverage it is. And it's a matte finish, and my skin, like I was saying, is very dry right now, but it's not drying out that skin anymore. Where I do have the dry patches on my chin, the dry patches are still visible, pretty much the same as they were without the foundation, maybe a little bit more hydrated with the foundation on top, but definitely I would still want to wear at least my skincare, my moisturizer underneath this, but it looks so much smoother than I thought it would. Like, I am very impressed with the texture of this right now, but it definitely takes a lot of product to cover my face. Like, a little does not go a long way. Even though it is good coverage, it just doesn't blend out very far. It's a very thin formula. But it does say that it has some hydrating ingredients, and I can definitely feel that my face feels more hydrated. It's not feeling as tight as it was before applying it, which is very impressive considering it has a matte finish. So I would say that 2 pumps is exactly enough to do half of my face. My goodness, I had not heard really anything about this, and I didn't really see that it had super high ratings on Sephora. Let me double check. Yeah, it actually has kind of low ratings for Sephora. It only has 3 out of 5 stars, but I am shocked by that because I love this, and I am very picky about how a foundation looks on the skin. I don't want my foundation to look at all textured or cakey, and this looks so good. It doesn't even look like I'm wearing a full face of makeup, except for the fact that it is such full coverage. Like, it looks like the coverage that I'm getting from this is the coverage that I would get from like a heavy caked on makeup, but it's so thin and lightweight. And now that I'm looking at my chin covered in the foundation, it really smoothed out that dry texture. So that claim is absolutely accurate. Wow, I am very impressed by that. So now for the pores. So it says pore vanishing. My pores are not vanished. There's still a little bit of pore texture, but my pores are definitely minimized from where they were before. Like, I would describe the way my pores look as if I had applied a setting powder on top of them. So they're mattified, minimized, and I mean, they look really good. Even from like a short distance away, the pores look really good, but I just get so up close and picky, and I can still see a little bit of pore texture, but you know, I think that's honestly about as good as it's gonna get anyways. And I am just shocked right now. This looks amazing, and that's without any primer or any skincare underneath. I'm so blown away right now. Like, I love this. I am so excited to see other people's reviews and hear their thoughts on it, because I bet a lot of people got this in Boxycharm this month. And if you were one of them, or if you've just tried this before in general, please let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. But seriously, like, I have no complaints. I am going to be wearing this all the time because I love how my skin is looking. It definitely looks matte, and I do love a glowy skin, but it still has like healthy radiance going on. And I'll just, in my personal preference for like the summertime, how I like more dewiness going on, I'll apply a highlighter, probably like a more dewy setting spray, but I just feel like this is the perfect base. So now it's really going to come down to the wear test. So I am going to, of course, continue wearing this, and we are going to see if I get texture, like if my skin dries out, if it gets greasy or something, if the coverage falls off my face, just all of those wear test results. I will update the description down below with how this lasts. But oh my goodness, my first impression is I just love it. I can't stop looking in the mirror and at myself in the viewfinder. I'm sure my eyes keep looking away because I'm just like, wow, it looks so beautiful on the skin, and definitely my favorite Natasha Denona product that I've tried out so far. Well, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video.